How you living?
Without no limits.
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 Hey yo, what's up everybody? What's up on this beautiful Friday evening? Ready to relax for the weekend, God's well. You know what I'm saying? It's KLGV, your faith in the building. Check out my new album, The Beginning of Me, available on all music platforms. Now me, today we gonna be looking at 17 moments when rap legends schooled the YNs, courtesy of Hip Hop Chronicles. Other than that, like and subscribe to the channel, tell your peoples about me, know what I mean? And like and subscribe to Hip Hop Chronicles too, because they be having some straight dope content on they page on YouTube. Oh, no, I already told you I got my pages back through my other channel, my original channel got hacked. I got that back, so I upload to both of them. So, you know what I'm saying, you can choose it. Because I feel like I only got 5 subscribers on that other one so far. I got thousands over here, like 10,000. I used to have 12, but like I said, I expected to lose some since, you know, I didn't have my videos up no more and they just messed up everything. But yeah, I was like the 5 account. I mean, because I'm 5 people that's watching my videos over there. I have like, I think I got like 8,500 views already for just over that way alone. So I'm like, I don't treat people like, oh, I got more people over here, so let me go over here. I'm not a respected person. You know what I'm saying? But we about to get into this video about these new rappers and these dudes that don't even be doing hip hop. But other than that, let's get into this, yo. You know what I'm saying? Let's get into it.
Be classifying all kind of to be hip hop, and it ain't hip hop. Everybody got their little drill on how they do their, but make it hip hop. Yeah, we want to hear hip hop, man.
From Raekwon exposing that most of what we hear today isn't even hip hop.
Stop calling everything hip hop, or stop acting like at the end of the day this is something that you know it ain't, but you trying to act like that's what it is. That's not what it is. I'ma stand on what I know hip hop to be and what it did for me.
To Scarface calling out rappers for having no substance.
If you gave a about this culture in any kind of shape, form, or fashion, you would not put the out that you put out. You would slam the door on artists that came in there with that
My grow up, my where your substance at, old punk ass. No substance.
These legends have heard enough, and they're done staying quiet.
Quality of rap sucks right now. That's what the it is, man. Take it how you want to take it. The cameraman agrees with me. That's what it is, man. You take it how you want to take it. Bring it. What? And if you're gonna rap, do it because you love to do it and have a purpose.
Whether it's Rakim explaining what real hip-hop means to artists from his generation.
Hip-hop was, created right, in the neighborhood. Breakdancing, the DJ spinning around. It was, entertaining. Better yet, it was also informal. It was for us.
Or KRS-One turning down the invite to the Grammys' 50th anniversary.
You get no respect here. I refuse to show up. You have to have hip-hop there. Hip-hop was not there.
Yeah,
rappers were there, but it wasn't hip-hop. Because hip-hop would have got on that mic and said, F the Grammys.
These OGs are standing on business for the culture they helped build.
A lot of this going on right now is trash. It's trash. And you can tell it's trash by the way people react to it. It's barely hip-hop. And it's disastrous.
So sit back and enjoy the video, because these are moments when rap legends schooled the YNs.
I remember that was funny.
Scarface. Scarface has been one of hip-hop's most respected voices since the early 90s. And when he started speaking about what's happened to the culture he helped build, his frustration was impossible to ignore.
Man, it's a must I show y'all how to do this, man, because apparently y'all don't know how to do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm listening to what people is rapping about, and their music is not reflecting on what the times is doing. You see what I'm saying? That's just a cold-blooded, strategy by the powers that be to take our focus on what's happening around us. You feel me? But we gotta make music that dictate what the times is doing right now, okay? When you see what's happening in the neighborhoods and abroad, the last thing that I want to hear about is shopping in a mall. You feel me? Or she's so fine, or you got that ass looking at that body and all that shit, man. My grow up, where your substance at, old punk ass. You ain't got no substance. Like, what happened to our music? Bro, I remember growing up, everybody played instruments and, f***ed around and was brilliant and did. We were different, man. You knew the difference between me and you when we rapped. We knew the difference between Cube and LL when they rap. But now,
And that's crazy because I always say that in a lot of my other videos. I'll be like, yo, we knew the difference between Boogie Down production, even with the music coming in, the intros. Be like, oh, that's Chubb Rock, that's Ice Cube, that's DOC, that's NWA. It's like you knew. And even the production, the producers, they was there from step to step, A to Z. They ain't like these producers these days, but like, oh, put me down as the producer in the credits. But nigga, all you did was to make a beat, and then you want to be called the producer. Really? Producers did way more than that, bro. Did way more than what these niggas doing nowadays, and that's facts. They did way more. Now y'all want all this credit for what? If a nigga in a home studio like myself, and I'm putting in the work, engineering, mastering on my own stuff, how are you the producer? Nigga, you could be the co-producer, but you ain't the producer of this. My brother Leslie Soligree, he a producer. And he put it all down. You go to his house, he helping you with your mix. He leveling the channels out, everything. That's a producer, nigga. Y'all niggas don't be producers. Put me down as producer. Y'all niggas looking for clout. And then y'all do stuff like, oh, I want all the mechanical royalties. Nigga, you ain't even write the song. Why am I putting you in writing credits? I can put you down as a composer. But why should I do all that other stuff when you ain't even doing that? That's crazy. It's like you trying to hold niggas or pimp niggas. Are you serious? That's why now when I be looking through people stuff, I'll be like, yo, let me read their licenses. If they available, like before you buy, let me read this to see what they on. Cause I ain't buying when niggas gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna take this. I know niggas that want all the publishing. I'm like, nigga, for what? And then you sell it to like 100 other niggas. They didn't even do that back in the days. Everything you had was unique. The only time I remember that ever happening was when I Got the Power. One was by Snap, and the other one was by what's his name? Chill Rob G. But anyway, let's keep going. We'll talk more, my people.
Now this shit just sound like one long ass song, right?
When asked about the current state of rap music, Scarface didn't sugarcoat anything. He broke down exactly what changed and why the music doesn't feel the same anymore.
Like, there's no way that you can tell me that it's not a conspiracy against the blacks in hip hop, because you put out records that make us look stupid. You make us look dumb. Play God with a culture. You want to change this shit? You want to wash this out in 20 years? I don't want 25 years to go by and my kids is 25 years old talking about, man, my grandfather was Scarface, or my grandfather was Blastmaster KRS-One. My grandfather was DJ Kool Herc.
And it's crazy because I just seen a video the other day, or maybe a week ago, where they were showing how they trying to erase black people from their own music and all that replacement. That's why another reason I look at people like Jorjiana, like, dude, you tripping. In my song 53 and Counting that I made, it was inspired by the Knicks winning the championship. My people, power to people. And yo, I did that, and I put her in the end. Matter of fact, Papa J is the one who get at her. That's one of my personas, and he was telling her like, yo, I'm talking like it ain't me, like, cause that's how it really is. The voice changes everything automatically, naturally, and it's like I'm like telling her like, yo, you can't be disrespecting black people when you in their culture, yo. You know what I'm saying? You wipe your feet up before you come in a nigga's house. You know what I'm saying? They got carpet and it was raining or muddy outside. Or you leave your shoes at the door. You know what I mean? You don't come in a nigga house and put your feet up on their coffee table, yo. And y'all niggas out there cooning. Y'all not being Uncle Tom's, because Uncle Tom was a stand on 10 dude. Facts. If you read Alice Walker, Uncle Tom's Cabin, he was a stand on 10 dude. Sambo was the cooning ass nigga. And that's facts. Y'all niggas out here cooning for a white girl, disrespecting your own culture, and then y'all don't even pay attention to the stupidness y'all niggas be saying. Y'all stay stuff like, oh, niggas is just hating, she's hard hitting, which tell me that you lack education and common sense and comprehension skills. And then I'll be looking at niggas like, yo, how she hot? How she this and how she that? And then you say, oh, black people in Naples, crabs in a barrel. Really, nigga, what you think you being right now by saying what you saying? What makes you stand out from that when you doing the same thing, dragging your own people for a white chick? And I don't even care about white people rapping and all that. But I do care when niggas outside the culture like Drake and Jorjiana, Post Malone, Kid Rock, and others trying to disrespect the culture, and they're not even a part of it. They're guests in the culture. Eminem, I remember watching Eminem talk about like this. He didn't even like the fact when he thought that he was making it so far because they using him like the great white hope. He don't want to accept that. He look at himself like, yo, I want to be known for having the hot skills. And I respect that, yo. And then nigga try to hate on him saying, oh, the song he did about the black girl. And you know, I be telling people, and I don't give people past it, if he would have called her a nigga, you know, like really was really dragging black women like that, like how white supremacists do. I was like, when it comes to it don't matter, white, black, all men feel some type of way. You know what I'm saying? That's how I looked at it. Like, I don't agree on how he rapped about what he said, but like Chris Rock said, but I understand. Oh, I understand. Facts.
Who's that? Nobody even know who the Herc is, and he invented this shit. Like, this shit's serious to me, man.
Kool Herc didn't invent hip hop. He was only like 11 or 12 when he came to New York to the Bronx. He did not have a sound system at that age. Sound systems do not come from Jamaica. They started in America. And even when they be like, oh, Jamaica started hip hop, no, the hell they didn't. No, they did not start hip hop. Niggas was beat popping and all that way in the 20s, black people. What are you talking about? That's crazy work to even lie like that. You know what I'm saying? Even the Latinos and Hispanics wasn't a part of it. They used to call it nigga music, Morano music, Jungle Bunny music. I can go on. You had to feel rare exception to the rules, but that was mad rare. And a lot of them ain't coming to after the fact, unless they was down with like Grandmaster Cash or somebody like that. But yeah, it wasn't like that. I was there. See, that's the difference. When I talk with authority because I was there. I was around pioneers, Master Dawn and Death Committee, Casey Keith, Pepperly Pooh to the Pooh, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Shaw Rock, all of them on 147th Street, West 147th Street, between 7 to 8, and at the Dome at Jackie Robinson Park, which we call Brownhurst Park as well. Yes, or they was at Grand Tomb, or you know what I'm saying? Or they was on 150th Street or 149th Street on the west side. What are you talking about? Forest Projects or up in the Bronx by the Grand Concourse? Let's keep it going, baby.
Man, I take this shit bigger than just a rhyme to me. It's a way of life. It's a culture. You know, respect the brand, dude. If you gave a fuck about this culture in any kind of shape, form, or fashion, you would not put the shit out that you put out. You would slam the door on artists that came in there with that shit.
Just really here in the past 10, 12 years, I just started hating this shit. I hate this shit and love that shit. I hate rap and love Little League football, right? You know, I hate that motherfucking shit. This shit don't go no different than I'm out this motherfucker. Gone. Like I was telling Kara one last night, man. I was like, man, I remember when it was a privilege, man. You felt privileged to get dope records, man. You know what I mean? Criminal.
Facts. I miss those days and the energy. Oh my God, it give me chills like in the words of DMX. My DMX voice. Yo, when new albums was coming out, niggas was excited. Niggas appreciated the new music. Even like movies, when Easton all that came up in Harlem and all that in the Bronx, niggas got dripped out and everything. And yo, you gonna see that new Friday the 13th, blah, 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 blah. Or that new Nightmare Elm Street. Oh, they was amped. Now niggas just act like it's nothing, like appreciate nothing, yo. But I bet if all this stuff go away, they'll feel some type of way. See, the crazy thing is that being Gen X like myself, I've seen the transition and the evolution of the internet. I've seen the video games come up. I've seen the cell phone from looking like bricks to the way they look now. I remember when you had to pay for minutes or pay for when people called you. There was no there was no free minutes, and then it flipped into the free nights and weekends thing, and then yeah, don't call me to 7 o'clock Friday night, my nigga, or Monday, whatever it was. It was free on the weekend, but Monday through Friday, you had to wait like 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock, depending on what plan you had to talk to niggas. And if a nigga called you, you was built for that too. That's why I'm like, y'all niggas don't understand. Y'all be trying to disrespect my generation, all the millennials, because they not with us like that. but they seen this tail end of stuff too, some of the stuff. Now I mean, I'll be like, y'all dudes is tripping. We love hip hop. Y'all, even the niggas who do trap music and drill music, y'all not real hip hop niggas neither. Cause y'all niggas use it for the wrong thing. Y'all in it for the money. Now I ain't gonna say that some of y'all don't love hip hop. But yeah, a lot of y'all do it for the money. Oh, just like I'm on this thing where for SoundCloud where you could judge people's songs and you get points where they could judge your song, and you get reposted, your songs get reposted and everything. And this dude, when he came on in the song, he like OVO. I was like, I don't even do the Drake OVO thing. Them niggas is corny to me. You know what I'm saying? They ain't real hip hop. Drake ain't hip hop. He a pop nigga. No matter what you say, Xavier, King Lunic, my cousin, always taking up for Drake. That nigga's trash, yo. He don't even, first of all, how do y'all niggas look past the fact that he don't even write all his own songs? Y'all niggas give him accolades for stuff he didn't even do. You know what I'm saying? That's like me taking a test for you and nigga, you calling you smart, but you got that 100+ on the test because of me. Who's really the smart one? You know what I'm saying? Who's really the genius? Who's really the dope MC? Is it Drake or is it the nigga who wrote it? The six guard. Really? You talking about Zone 6 East Atlanta? Because that's where he stole that from when Gucci Mane went to jail. And I'm going to keep saying that. When he went to prison, he stole that because Quentin Miller told him about that because that's where he from. Facts. Like, dude, y'all niggas is so far going and so lost and delusional, my nigga. But anyway, let's go back into this real quick.
No mind that came out. We felt privileged to get that shit, man. When Paid in Full came out, I was like, God damn.
Yep.
It was a beat. My was proud to have shit like that. And now, like, there's so many people making records, man. I wouldn't be surprised if it's 20 million rappers and 1 million consumers. It's like dope now. You got more motherfuckers selling than you got using.
DMX.
Imagine being able to
Dark
build
Man
anything
X in the
just by thinking about
building.
it. Meet Base 44.
DMX didn't hold back when asked about the current state of hip-hop, especially when it came to these new rappers emerging in the game.
Quality of rap sucks right now. There are some nice rappers, there are some talented rappers out there, but for the most part, suck. That's what the it is, man. Take it how you want to take it. The cameraman agrees with me. That's what it is, man.
It's funny. I remember I was on New Jersey Transit going home from work in Newark, and this dude that I know is rapping was like, that I met actually, was like, DMX stole his style from me. Like, nigga, you live in Jersey. This nigga don't even know you. Go sit your ass down somewhere. Niggas just be doing the most. Dark Man X to the building, Yonkers, School Street. I used to stay over there on School Street and on Ashburn. Salute to D Block, the Locks, all of them. I love Yonkers. Now, you know what I mean?
Man, you take it how you want to take it. Bring it. What?
Okay, I want to ask you about internet and the way doing.
How to use the internet. I've never used the internet. I still have a BlackBerry, so I can touch the buttons on my phone. Okay, that's what I do. I'm a simple man. As long as I can make a call on my phone, then that's what I will do. Because that's what the phone is for, calling.
Do you have advice for the young and up-and-coming artists which grew up with your music now, who want to rap and see you on TV and want to be like you?
They couldn't possibly want to be like me because they don't know who the I am. How about
Fact.
they be like themselves? And
they get scared to be themselves. That's why you got all these copy and paste niggas out here talking about copy success. No, it's a difference between copying strategies for success and actually copying niggas. It's not the same thing. And rest in peace to DMX. I know him, you know what I'm saying? Long story short, I live in Baltimore, North Carrollton, in Baltimore City, and on the west side. And I was talking to my people, Jamal and them, they from New York too, but they basically was kind of raised in Baltimore. And of course I was raised in Harlem. But anyway, long story short, I was like, y'all know DMX. My niece Tina came and was like, yo, DMX up the block filming a music video. I was like, word? So when I came out on the porch, DMX and them was coming down the street. He stopped in front of my house and said, oh, what up, bro? I said, yeah, what up, X? You know what I'm saying? This nigga gonna tell me I don't know you. Like, nah, that's my nigga right there. I said, yeah, he a rapper. X, this nigga wanna be a rapper. DMX gave this nigga his number and he never used it. Know what I mean? But anyway, DMX is one of the best. Nobody could be like X. You know what I'm saying? Not even Ja Rule. That's facts.
if you're gonna rap, do it because you love to do it and have a purpose.
The Yonkers legend broke down what separates real hip-hop from the nonsense flooding the airwaves and why he's remained relevant in hip-hop for so long.
That's why I'm still here. You know what I'm saying? Because my foundation, has substance. You know what I'm saying? Like what I stand on, what I'm built for, what I'm made out of is real shit. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them come and go.
Exactly.
And they can fool the people, but you only fool the people for a little while.
They
only fool the people for a little while. You know?
That's why Drake in the predicament here, because they can fool the people a little while. Like I said in one of my previous videos, I said the thing that messed up Drake, because people be trying to say I was a hypocrite. Oh, you listen to Cardi B and this person because they got ghostwriters, but the whole difference is Cardi B mixed that shit on ghostwriters. This nigga make it seem like he's some untouchable force. Like this nigga don't even write his own song. If you listen to Iceman Trash and them other two albums, you could tell that nigga wrote that. You could tell that the magic is not there. You could tell that the ghostwriters is not on board. And people trying to, oh, they're so hot. That shit is trash. Xavier, your nigga is trash, my nigga. It ain't nothing you could tell me about hip hop at all. You talk about you eclectic. No, you not, my nigga. No, you not. And you ain't no real hip hop head. Because real hip hop heads don't compromise. And they don't make excuses. And they don't glaze for niggas. Facts. We men out here, yo. That's female tendencies. You seen females with Bobby Brown or Big Daddy Kane on their walls. Or acting like that towards a rapper or that's a man and all that. Not no niggas. When I look at it, it's more niggas glazing for Drake than women. Something to think about. Y'all niggas is questionable with your behavior. Real talk.
In a minute, like, wait a minute. I was rocking off the beat. That just said some bullshit right there. So, they get into it, and that's why I'm still here. I don't even know what's going on in terms of what these motherfuckers putting out. You know what I'm saying? I just know that it ain't me. I don't want to be influenced, subliminally or on top. I don't want to be influenced at all.
Yeah.
So I walk the way I walk. That's what keeps me me.
X really drove his point home when he explained the DJs are told what to play and what not to play on the radio. This message was powerful and shows exactly why there is a disconnect in the culture.
Let me ask you a question. Do you feel like you're able to play what you like? Exactly. Exactly.
You talking about here?
Yes, here.
No.
Okay.
Court.
So how can you expect people to be properly influenced if you're not able to give them, and you seem to be a genuine fan of hip hop?
Straight up.
How can you expect them to, like what's going on when you don't even like it? That should let you know right there that there's some bullshit going on. Like, why the fuck I gotta play this when I don't even like it? And I like real shit.
And that's another thing. Hey, yo, to all you down south dudes, you know what I'm saying? Not Florida and all that, because Dirty South is really Texas and all that. Pimp C was right about that geographically, because Florida and Georgia and all that is really the East Coast. It's the Atlantic Seaboard. Florida is the end of the Atlantic Seaboard on the East Coast side. Yo, and that's facts. And it's crazy, because people be like, oh, Baltimore and South, Virginia and South, Delaware South. That's the East Coast, nigga. They called them South because they was down with the Confederate. So whoever state was down with the Confederate, even if they wasn't technically South, they was called the South. And you can go look all this stuff up. Florida is the Southeast. Georgia is the Southeast. All that's the Southeast. North Carolina, South Carolina, Southeast. And most of our parents and grandparents come from down there. So y'all niggas talking about we can't come down there. Y'all crazy, yo, talking about New York like that, yo. And y'all want to be eating without y'all hip-hop, yo. What you talking about? Niggas be like, oh, Atlanta's the mecca of hip-hop and black people. No, the hell it ain't. It's Harlem. Was always the mecca of when it come to being a blackness. We have pride in blackness. We got mad streets named after our people. From Adam Clayton Powell to Marcus Garvey, Malcolm X Boulevard, MLK, all that. What y'all niggas rocking with. And hip hop was brought down there to y'all from niggas from New York. And there's a lot of niggas from New York that live in Georgia. Even I lived there in Marietta. You know what I'm saying? What are you talking about? My cousins from New York live there. We got mad people in ATL that do music and they're not from ATL. You know what I'm saying? Even Coach K is from Indianapolis, Indiana. What you talking, baby? Y'all be like, oh, y'all don't listen to our music. No, yes, we did. I heard check this out. I heard the demo for Arrested Development. I heard who else it was? It was Arrested Development, Outkast. I heard Goody Mob. I heard a lot of people because my man Sean was working with them out of Maryland. And when it came to the Arrested Development and them, it's because my homegirl Kat Jackson from BMI back in the days, and that was back in the days like in 1988, 89. Way back then, we was listening to her in demos. You know what I'm saying? I made my first demo at Larry Blackman's son bedroom, which is, you know, from Cameo. I know them too. You know what I'm saying? I never get them in, you know, this Larry Sr., but I know his son. I know his son, like face to face, know him. It ain't like, oh, I just seen him around and say, what's up? No, he did song. He did one of my first songs called Jimmy Meets Jane. Facts in the 80s. But anyway, it's the programmers, the radio programmers that be doing that. That does that. It's not in New York. We listen to everybody. We with Outkast. We know how many times I heard the Chronic when it came out in New York. You know how many times? Y'all niggas, you know what? Only thing I don't like about my people, y'all niggas run with narratives and stuff. They don't even get the evidence or the proof of that as being true. Not all of y'all, but some of y'all do. To the point where it's like it just flood everything. Like, yeah, let's keep going though. I don't want to let no drag on.
That's just a little insight on the state of the of the industry and the condition of the industry. Like, damn, son, we feed them up bullshit. It's sad, man. You know, there used to be a time when DJs enjoyed what they played, and it was like, you know, like wow, yo, the next set, it was hype on. I got chills. I just think about it, yo. It's like, you know, it was like they was excited about every song they played. Yo, I got the new joint, or here's a flashback. You know, they enjoyed it. I was like, here's this one. I mean, so what do we do about that? I mean, we could just rebel, you know, radio station. And say, you ain't playing this shit, but everybody has to do it. It can't be like a 1 or 2 person type of thing. Everybody gotta do it. Like, I ain't playing this whack shit. I ain't, you know, like make a stand for hip hop.
KRS-One.
Mom, Dad's been away working for a whole year. We
I
finally get to see him today, right?
That's right, honey. We're going to the city where he works to surprise him.
Yay! Dad's over there.
KRS-One has always been hip-hop's most uncompromising philosopher. His breakdown of what real hip-hop is compared to what gets presented to the public shows exactly why he's been called the teacher for over 3 decades.
Modern hip-hop. Too many of our mainstream people, not just rappers, athletes, journalists, artists, teachers, people responsible for us. The speaker, the artist is responsible for the community. We used to call ourselves griots, DJs. This was a responsibility, not a talent. We've been reduced to talent. What your skill means is responsibility. You are blessed like this to serve your people. Now, those that are supposed to be representing their people have dropped the ball. They threw that shit in the garbage.
And he's never been willing to let the culture be exploited for someone else's profit. When the Grammys tried to get him for the 50th anniversary, he made his point loud and clear.
This place, this institution can never side with, come under, understand the exploitation of our culture. Never will you ever see me standing in the environment where our culture is being exploited. Or if you do see me there, the next moment this thing's gonna fall. I'm there to bring this shit down. Having said that, so when I got the call, I immediately saw, first of all, it's the Grammys. You get no respect here. Nah. You had no respect here. But you ignored hip hop for 49 years. At the 50th year, you wanna call us? 49 years you ignored us. The 50th year, that's when you call. You couldn't even call on 47 and gear it up to at least 50, okay? At least get us into 47. No, you wait till the 50th year to want to call hip-hop's authentic teacher? Nah, you don't get that privilege. I refuse to show up. You have to have hip-hop there. Hip-hop was not there. Rappers were there. Very respected rappers were there. But it wasn't hip-hop. Because hip-hop would have got on that mic and said, F the Grammys. You're just exploiting the culture so you can sell commercials to a gullible white audience.
Melly Mel. Melly Mel is one of hip-hop's true founding fathers, and at 65 years old, Mel didn't just criticize the new generation, he challenged every single one of them. He broke down how modern rap has normalized violence and created a generation of young men who are going down a wrong path.
A lot of this shit going on right now is trash. It's trash, and you could tell it's trash by the way people react to it. You could tell it's trash by two supposed to be grown men can't do nothing without having an argument or a fight. All this killing on the street. All these dudes killing other dudes because they.
I ain't gonna hold you. I was pissed off when I seen how NY was trying to do drill music, was doing drill music from out of Chicago. I'm like, y'all niggas, when we got on that, we was always innovators and trendsetters. Y'all niggas just follow the leader. That shit is whack. And then y'all got people talking about Jorjiana being the face of hip hop for Indiana. Y'all niggas cooning for real. But I can see why Indie Black Live or whatever it's called do that, because the dude that own it mess with white chicks. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying there's nothing wrong with that, but you dragging your own people. But that's another story. So let's keep going though.
Listening to trash. They got a dude that's 24, he'll kill a girl at 17. It happens every day. A dude to kill a broad. And because the music got it to where it normalized it, nobody's looking at it. They just looking at it like it's something that just happens, because you in the hood. And really it's based on them songs. At some point, either the DJs or somebody gotta change the tone. Yep. Somebody gotta get to the point where we getting back to you going to a party to have a party and not going to a party to see who's looking at you in the party so that you could pop off. That's why it be so many fights in the Waffle House, because you ain't in the party. Hey, look, it's some good guys out there, obviously. You got Kendrick Lamar, he's a great rapper. He, one day he'll definitely take his place amongst the greats. But he's not the rule, he's the exception. J. Cole, he's not the rule, he's the exception. The rule is some weirdo. These dudes.
Can't you be your faith? He's not the rule, he's the exception. All right?
They and you can call it hip hop, because the beauty of hip hop is anything could be hip hop, and that's why you can call it hip hop. But it's barely hip hop, and it's disastrous.
And when you spit real bars such as me, and you nice, niggas will be like, oh, you trash, because these niggas is ignorant and they don't have no education. And even in just the education part, it's like y'all niggas want to hear violence. Y'all want to hear stupidity. Y'all want to hear that. So what did that say about y'all niggas and your type of niggas, yo? Let's keep it 100.
And it's because everybody want to be a tough guy, number one. And then the DJs play these songs with no regard, not giving it no thought about how this song is going. How does these songs make our kids react? And nobody wants to do anything about it.
Big Daddy Kane.
The time has finally come. The Ultimate Producer Bundle 20.
Big Daddy Kane has always been one of hip-hop's most technically gifted lyricists. During an interview, Kane was asked about the new generation and broke down why hip-hop has become so much more dangerous than it used to be.
Well, I mean, back then you had a whole lot of artists that went at it, battling, and it was just music. It was it was very competitive, but not a contact sport. You dig what I'm saying? And that's all it was. It was just music. You speak your piece, they speak their piece, and you keep it moving. Now the young cats, they coming out, with 4/5 and 9s, at 11 years old, busting their gun. And I think that's because, this younger generation is scared to take an ass whipping. So they resort to, that type of violence because of the fear of getting their ass whipped. I think it's the type of thing where, you have a lot of new MCs they're scared to take a verbal ass whipping. So rather than actually battle someone on the microphone, they rather take to the guns or have a crew stomp the dude out for saying something about them and make it into some sort of physical altercation that don't really have to be.
Right now, when I look at hip hop and see what's happening with drill music and all these pills, it reminds me of the disco era, where drugs and music were kind of united. As much as I love disco, it was a cleansing period. It was a cleansing period for music, you know what I'm saying? And I think that that's what's happening right now. I think that it's going through a cleansing era.
Raekwon, one of the most respected voices in hip-hop, sat down to address the state of the culture. He made it clear that his biggest issue isn't just the quality of today's music, it's the audacity of calling it hip-hop in the first place.
We classifying all kind of shit to be hip-hop, and it ain't hip-hop. And trust me, this ain't me dissing nobody. You know what I mean? Everybody got their little drill on how they do their shit, but make it hip-hop. Make it hip-hop. Yeah, we want to hear hip-hop, man. Do what you love to do. But all I'm just saying for me, stop calling everything hip-hop. Or stop acting like at the end of the day, this shit is something that you know it ain't, but you trying to act like that's what it is. That's not what it is. 20, 30 years from here, 20, 30 years from now, there's gonna be listening to shit and gonna be wanting to really be artists. Be art, like make your art. Stop trying to put together this little bullshit and think that everybody gonna just say, oh yeah, that shit is crazy, that shit is killer, that shit is this and that shit is that. But at the end of the day, stop calling everything hip-hop and it ain't hip-hop. I'ma stand on what I know hip-hop to be and what it did for me. There's so many talented motherfuckers out there that ain't gonna get a shot because why? Because they ain't as popular as a that ain't got no lyrics, that ain't got a big gun, but he got popularity.
Saying because everything ain't hip hop.
Rakim.
Hip hop was a genre that was, created right, in the neighborhood. We got people, breakdancing and spinning on their back and spinning on their head. You got DJs that was DJs spinning around. It was, entertaining. Better yet, it was also informal. It was for us, you know what I mean? And it gave us a sense of direction. It gave us a feeling of being a part of something.
Listening to these legends speak about hip-hop, it's clear that it was never just a paycheck to them. It's something they genuinely lived and stood on. That kind of passion shows up as a pattern, one that often feels missing from a lot of the artists we see today.
Without no disrespect to any artist, there's a lot of, degrading, music out there, man, as far as degrading the culture and degrading society as well, man. But, that's individuals that choose to make that kind of music. As the listeners, I think they should be a little more opinionated on what they're listening to and what they like, and a little more opinionated on what they're hearing. You know what I mean? And I think that'll help, all right, not only what's out there, but the artists make conscious decisions to make, music with a little more substance.
Redman.
We're in a world where we're doing this. This is what we're doing. And we're in the world of doing this. And it wasn't until I started doing this where I was like, oh shit, I'm in no position to be doing this. I gotta do this first and walk in the light and let them feel the light and see it. Not saying, I'm the light, I'm the guy, because that's where we're at now. I'm this, I'm the guy, I'm that guy that you should be following. I'm, instead of it being organically felt. If I knew this shit when I first came in the game, bro, I'd have been somewhere else right now. But I learned it's never too late. I learned at an age that I can share and tell the young people, like, listen, learn to fucking heal yourself along with mastering your craft. So I want the younger generation to be better than me at the end of the day, bro.
During a Hot 97 interview, Redman wasn't holding back his thoughts on these newer rappers and what he thinks about the music coming out nowadays.
Well, it was just like from our era, from even the era before us, it was about being distinctive. It was about being different. It was about being original. That's why we uphold the names that we had from like Big Daddy Kane, KRS-One, Slick Rick, Redman, Keith Murray, Ghost. Look at these names. They're like superheroes. So when you put
Even my name is like that, KSG via Faith. The KSG is for my niece that was killed by the police in Baltimore County in 2016. You know what I'm saying? And I believe that was August 1st. Now, I mean, she was 23, about to be 24 on August 24th. You know what I'm saying? That same month. And via faith is basically saying everything through faith. You know what I'm saying? My name has a meaning to it. The KSG on the other hand, like I said, is my niece. Or if I want to be ignorant, I could say Killer Gang Squad, but it ain't that. It's Corinne Shandon Gaines, and she was a stand-up chick that stood on business for her black people, and she was also into being a Moor and everything like that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't agree with everything she did, but she ain't deserve to die, and that's how I keep her name going, is by having an issue at the beginning of my joint. You know what I'm saying?
put the artists out there like with this kind of I would say with this kind of a background, this kind of platform, the sound have to match the attitude. It have to match the look. We couldn't sound the same. That was biting. That was like, you know, we called that biting back in the day. You can't sound like this dude and win off his style. So it was about being distinctive. It was about being different and original in my era coming up.
And I keep telling people that all that copy and paste stuff is trash. And niggas will be calling themselves hip hop head, but y'all accept that. And then y'all be like, oh, everybody want to gatekeep. You know what's the crazy thing about life? It's like niggas talk against gatekeeping, and then things just get reckless and wild. Then niggas want to complain about how things are. When y'all sat there and like, who in the hell left the gate open? Watch them dogs types. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. That's just crazy work to me. It should never be where hip hop sound all the same across the board. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. That's crazy work to me. And y'all find that acceptable. Y'all niggas have no creativity, no nothing. The dude named The Boy and Drake stole Mac Drake's song. You know what I'm saying? Too Hard for the Radio. Two niggas at the same time using his words verbatim. And y'all think that's okay. Oh, Drake is the best of the 21st century. No, he's not. That nigga still, people cadences, flow, tempos, music, intros, everything. And y'all accept that. And y'all make excuses. Like y'all his woman getting beat on and make excuse why he beating your ass. Well, you know, he's going through some things. That's how y'all niggas sound. And they don't even be females riding Drake dick like that. Excuse my language, but it be y'all niggas. Y'all questionable. Even God speak against stuff like that, being feminine and all that, or feminine type behavior. These things that women do. You want to sit there like, oh, Drake, and I seen 4 grown ass men trying to get this woman to listen to Iceman, and she wasn't interested in. But you know, I'm busy today. I'm going to. I go sprinting and I go to the gym. But you can listen to me. And she was not trying to hear them, and they still kept going on. They sound like fucking cult niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like they was in a cult. We ain't got no love for none of y'all. Nigga, we sucker free over here. You know what I'm saying? Respect to the real MCs. Respect to the real lyricists. Facts. Y'all niggas is copying and pasting niggas. And then these new generation niggas is up there accepting it. Nigga, it's sad day in hip hop. Sad day in the world, period. Because everything is becoming like that.
And far as what like the new music of the day, you know what it is, bro? It's the goddamn auto-tune. All right? Let's just look at the facts. The dudes who not using auto-tune. All right, Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole, Joey Badass.
Yep.
Even Gunplay from MMG. That's my dude.
Gunplay got a great voice.
That's my
Great
dude right
voice.
there. But they stand out. While everybody use auto-tune, you won't know who is who. And I agree with you on that. So it's just from the era I came from. Some of these guys are doing good music. It's just not enough to convince the masses that this era is killing it with the new music.
Redman made it crystal clear that if any young cats wanted to test him in a cypher, they were going to get smoked.
Competition is part of it, right? You love the idea of getting to come body these kids.
Got to body them.
Teach them something.
Got to
body them niggas.
You're going to learn today. It's about perseverance. It's about catching that audience attention, not just as a whole, but individually.
Like the 90s was like the most pivotal era in hip hop. I ain't gonna lie, it kind of bridged that gap between the old and the new. And I look at it as though anybody don't like what they doing, step the fuck up and change it then. Make a change. You can't sit back complaining from the sideline. You gotta be in the game.
That's what I do.
The message is more important. To all the
I
new artists,
change the game.
learn from what I'm saying right now. You don't want to spoon feed your shit. You don't want to be like, yeah, this play my shit. You want to be like, who the fuck is that motherfucker there? And you want to make that impact because your first impression is your last impression.
Jada.
Yeah, man. My brother, he stopped doing music. He sometimes be like, oh, nobody listens to music. They always like this stuff that niggas doing now. And I tell them niggas straight up, I don't care what these whack niggas is doing. I'ma still keep doing me. You think I'm looking for validation? Because I'm not. I'm that nigga, yo. And I'm humble with it. I'm one of them niggas, yo. I ain't the nigga, but I'm one of that him. You know what I'm saying? Lyrically, and I talk real with substance. You know what I'm saying? I don't just make stuff just to make it. Oh, look at me. I want you to get something out of it. And I know art is subjective. Some people gonna think you whack. Some people gonna think you nice. People think that about Drake. Some people think about Eminem. No matter how high caliber you are, you always gonna have the haters. You got 38 special talking against Jadakiss that he nowhere near Jadakiss. Yeah, he could spit, but he one-dimensional. That nigga talk about the same stuff repetitively, but just say it in a different way, different sentences. Come on, man. Bring me something new to the table. Come on, real talk. Let's keep it 100. I know nigga that he gonna see to be like, yo, I'm gonna drag that. Trust me, you don't want to do that, my nigga. If Jadakiss is gonna be a problem for you, trust me, I can get that nigga. See, I'm very intellectual, analytical. I look at every nook and cranny, every corner. I get about my sleep researching. I get out my sleep writing. Trust me, I be holding back a lot with my lyrics because I be feeling like, yo, God talks about pride come before the fall and self-exaltation. So after a while, I kind of fell back with the way I came at niggas with the rhymes and the lyrics. But trust me, if I want to get down and dirty, I'll drag niggas to hell. Facts.
Kiss. When asked about the current state of the culture, Jada broke down how we're moving further away from the true elements of hip-hop.
If you listening to what's going on right now, it's not even rap, so it's not on no level. But shout out to those that rap on a high level. Let's get back to that. Shout out to those that do whatever they do, but a more larger shout out to the high level rappers. Get with us or get out the way.
Kiss made it clear that the competitive spirit and the hunger that defined his era has been replaced by something softer and more calculated.
We could
Method Man.
Did you know there's a new AI tool that allows you to create AI-generated YouTube thumbnails by just pasting a YouTube...
Meth has always been one of hip-hop's most respected voices, and when he sat down to talk about the current state of the culture, he didn't sugarcoat anything.
Talking about growth, Meth, you know, hip-hop has changed how it talks about relationships over the years. Like, where do you think we've grown and where do you think we still stuck?
I mean, it starts with a lot of these gatekeepers trying to dictate what this new generation should be doing. We could be in a way better place, especially with the message. A lot of work to still be done, man. You know, because honestly, when we was doing it, we had fun. We're creating generational wealth, and they're the babies of that. When I was doing it back in the day, I mean, Wu-Tang had a message, regardless of whether you heard gunshots or there was still a message there. The vibe gets lost for the substance. The substance, there's no substance in the vibe. The vibe has no substance and shit. I just wish it was a bit more diversity, for lack of a better word.
I was thinking about there was a level of emotional maturity that may not exist now. Cause like even All I Need, that was our relationship goal.
Well, I think that my generation read a lot more books. You know, we went outside, we touched dirt.
Yep, these niggas today don't do none of that.
Acknowledged that they've done well in the business department, but something crucial is missing from today's music.
And again, I can't knock these kids for liking what they like. I can live vicariously through some of these youngins, you know?
I'ma keep it real. I respect what Meth is saying, but to be real, I can knock it if I really want to. But I don't blame the kids. I blame the parents. See, when I was coming up, I knew, most of us knew and appreciate music because the music our parents played and things of that nature. Nowadays, the parents and all of them be trying to act, even the grandparents be trying to act young, like the young niggas, yo. So they ain't even leading them nowhere. So what they do is leave them to their own devices. That's what they basically doing to them niggas. And it's sad. Cause they miss out on a lot. From Saturday morning cartoons with the big bowls of cereal to the kung fu flicks at 3 o'clock on Saturday evenings. For real. It's sad that these young generations ain't even getting a chance to enjoy none of that. I wish they bring that stuff back. They always say history repeat itself. Shit, well, I ain't even repeating it on that.
And what I can give this new generation credit for is that they did a lot more business than show in the show business part of it, you know? So experience is king, and to be honest, I'm not.
Yeah, but at the same time, they doing it for the love of money. They not doing it for the love of hip hop, and they being exploited by the industry, and they don't know anything. That's why they in 360 deals, and things of that nature. Because when LimeWire and Napster niggas was using to download music, it messed up the whole music industry. So they had to go in other directions to get money. Facts.
Knocking anything they do because they doing their numbers, and it looks like they having fun. But again, substance, and you only think about these things when you get my age.
E40.
Not everybody, Meth, because I believe in substance even when I was young. I ain't want to say stuff just to say it. Oh, look at me. Look what I just said.
E40 has been one of the West Coast's most consistent voices for over 3 decades. And when he sat down to discuss hip-hop's 50th anniversary, he couldn't help but address where the culture currently stands.
Where do you think the direction of hip-hop is headed? Do you love where it's at? Do you like where it's going?
I don't like where it's at.
Really?
Because I feel like it's not enough creativity. A lot of people sound the same, bro. A lot of people sound the same, and they talking about a lot of copycat, and a lot of them is saying the same thing over and over and over instead of mixing it up and saying, you know.
It's crazy because they said it about Drake. They said Drake keep making the same songs over and over again.
I'm not trying to act like I'm hella positive, but I am, because I always talk about the things that sound like it ain't positive. I'm a storyteller. It's really positive because I talk about the repercussions and consequences that can happen if you do this, if you slide, you spinning, you're doing whatever. I'm a storyteller. That's what I've been.
I do that too, amongst other things.
Doing ever since I was a little young mustache in the rap game.
E40 made it clear that he's not impressed with the direction things are heading, specifically calling out the lack of creativity and originality that's plaguing today's rap scene.
What is the key to longevity?
Staying consistent, believing in God, turning with the times, because the times will turn on you if you don't. You don't want to be outdated. You want to be gamed up. You know what I'm saying? You want to be locked in like a safe. You know, you want to be dialed in, buttoned up. I make it look easy, but it's not.
Young Jock.
It's crazy because me and my peoples, we always been ahead of the game when it came to rhyme styles and flows. And even now, I don't force myself to rap like the modern time raps and the beats over the beats and all that. It's just natural. Some niggas is just natural MCs and lyricists. And there's a lot of young niggas force it or have niggas write for you. And the things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? For real, I just seen something a few minutes ago on Facebook about Jorjiana. Man, if it's freestyle of summer, man, get the fuck out of here. She ain't no freestyle of summer. I know females right now from NY would drag her lyrically, yo. I know females from Indianapolis that would drag her lyrically. Y'all niggas need to get off of that. She shouldn't be the hip-hop, face of hip-hop and the black culture. Y'all niggas is being real disrespectful, for real.
Young Jock might not be the first name you think of when it comes to hip-hop OGs checking the new generation, but during a Vlad TV interview, he went completely off about how today's music is poisoning the community.
I pray to God this shit resonate in somebody's mind, man. To our rappers, man, come on, man. We the influencers. All this opposite. Come on, man. Every time I turn on a song, it's kill. It's kill season. That's all it kill. I'm like, damn, I'm starting to feel like my grandparents. Y'all know what that shit feel like when you know how we love our music, our culture? We don't want to hear nobody talking about that's trash, that's poison. Boy, a lot of this shit is trash and a lot of shit is poison. It is. I can turn on the radio right now, take all the music out and just listen to what the we saying on these records and this music and shit, and what the our kids here that sit in the back seat or right there in the passenger seat with us, or when we got them playing this shit on our phones and the kids here. But this shit is poisonous. This shit telling me to triple cross my own kind and my partner. I was shooting him, set you up, your wife, your baby mama. Come on, y'all. Let's listen to it. Let's just take the music away, step back for a second and say, hey, rapper, give me some advice on how to be a better version, how to make it in this life. Take the music off and listen to their lyrics. That shit ain't gonna do no more send your ass to the grave or the jail.
Jock went off about how rappers need to take responsibility for the messages they're putting out and the real-world consequences of lyrics that glorify violence and self-destruction.
Cause I myself, I got a song, couple grand, price tag on your head, leave your land where you stand. Yeah, I was on that shit. I was, and when I was going to the markets, I saw who that shit was affecting. I saw who it brought out. I saw them all, I see it to this day. I see them stand up and saying that shit and point the gun at me while they rap like, hey, goddamn, oh. You get locked up, you praising them. Get shot and survive, you praising them. Murder somebody, you praising them.
And that's crazy. That's crazy work how we out there doing that. Facts. Just like the dude that started to stop snitching or 1-800 stop snitching. You know what I'm saying? It's sad. It's heartbreaking and crushing to me when his sons got murdered and killed. Then he want everybody to tell. Y'all people don't see how that work. Satan gonna use you, sell drugs, kill your own people. Then when he get tired of your ass, he gonna be like, well, let's give it to this nigga. Let's move on to the next one. You got people out here having parties, sexual parties, catching HIV on purpose. They get a disability check. That's crazy what's going on. And it needs to stop, yo. For real. It's just wild out here.
You got a track record, you praising them. So to all my out there who own that shit, all that, the streets don't honor shit. Trust me, they don't.
Snoop Dogg. During a session with 50 Cent and G-Unit, they broke down exactly what's wrong with the new generation.
Everybody trying to rap the same style with the, I don't know who created it, if it was Future or Migos, but all them sound the same.
I dare you to let
Oh
me
my
build
God,
you
that
a
was
completely
hilarious. I
free
remember that video.
e-commerce store.
Right now, it's so much copycat, mimicking, sounding alike, imitation. Be original. Find your voice. Find your production sound. Find your ear for who you are. And be original. Even if it ain't hitting, stay you.
Ice Cube. The West Coast legend was asked about the new wave of rappers and didn't hold back his feelings about what hip-hop has become.
I don't know any rappers by their voice no more. I used to know all the rappers just hear their voice, know who that is. So I think they need to figure out how to put that auto-tunes down, and we need to hear what people sound like, because I think AI is demonic. I think AI is gonna get a backlash from real people, real organic people, and so I think artists need to go back to using their real voice and making sure people know this is authentic and not made from a computer. Auto-tunes sounds computer-like,
right?
And I think it's all starting to sound artificial.
Is there
So
any
I'm saying
people that
because
use
of
autotune?
AI?
Like T-Pain's got to have a pass on autotune, right?
Well, T-Pain is an original.
Yeah.
So I don't fault T-Pain.
Like T-Pain's fire, yeah.
He's an original.
So
just like Roger Troutman is an original. See, they can use it without any, that's their style.
Yeah.
But a lot of people took their style and ran with it, and now everybody uses it. And I think it's going to be a backlash because of AI. People are going to want things organic and not artificial.
Yeah.
And it sounds artificial.
There's an AI Ice Cube coming for you, bro.
Yep. And I'm going to sue the motherfucker who make it, too.
Grandmaster Caz. Hip-hop pioneer Grandmaster Caz was asked about newer rappers in the game, and his response was brutal and honest.
Who do you really respect as rappers right now?
I can't think of none.
Can't think of none.
Joel Ortiz.
Joel Ortiz.
He's kind of old now. He's one of the newest guys. I can think of Joel Ortiz, of course, Immortal Technique.
That's my man. He was just here last week.
All right. And these are people like, I know you may be thinking about A$AP Rocky or 2 Chainz or one of them. I don't even consider that, hip hop.
Really?
And that's coming from a pioneer of hip hop.
Nah, it's just rap music cats who got a deal.
Really?
Anybody could do that.
The powers that be who sign the artists, they sign what they want people to be influenced by. They sign what they want the masses to be influenced by. And they can just come up from nothing, say some shit on a beat, this and that, going, and that's their mentality. And that's why you hear a lot of people, man, I ain't no rapper, I'm this and that. Okay, if you ain't rapping, what the f*** you doing with a rap record on the radio, asshole. Don't disrespect my motherfucking art form. Get paid and then be like, I ain't no rapper. That's like you ain't a drug dealer, right? But you go around all the drug dealers and be like, yo, I ain't no thug, I ain't no drug dealer. But you had everybody scared and thinking you was, man, about to f you up right now. You stupid. We come from a place where we did this shit because we did this shit. We did it for the love.
Yep.
Right? This is what we do. We play music.
Pete Rock, the legendary rapper and producer, sat down on The Breakfast Club, and the conversation turned to what's missing from today's hip-hop.
Do you feel like some of these young artists, like we see how they don't know a lot of the history and they might not know certain things? Do you feel like maybe more people should be reaching out to you because of the legendary songs that you've produced?
I'd rather them
instrumental
show the respect first to artists and cut the old head shit out. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause you know we out here still. You know what I'm saying? Making that shit. So
and that's facts. Polls show that the old school rappers and the people in my age range is making more money for hip hop than the young niggas. Y'all niggas just seeing smoke and mirrors. But Big Daddy Kane, all them niggas still doing show. God bless and rest in peace to Ron Bass, but he was making paper overseas and all that. Y'all niggas not knowing. But if you know, you know.
my thing is the respect comes first, and then you know they really need to learn the history. You know what I'm saying? Like of every rapper. When Yachty said that about Big, it just blew my top, man.
How do you feel?
And little Yachty is garbage.
About that, though, was Big and Pac was overrated.
They're not overrated. I don't even pay attention to overrated, underrated. I don't care about that. They got skills, and they repped the culture.
There's only a few greats and a few legendary people, and there's a reason why.
Yeah.
I feel like.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And the reason is the foundation that you have to lay down for these younger cats, like what we do, in music, or like when I'm making beats, when they rapping, making records.
Yep.
We want to respect that. What we did for y'all is the reason why y'all here.
R.A. the Rugged Man.
Facts.
After hearing Lil Yachty say he doesn't know the old school legends like Biggie, this underground veteran completely lost it and went straight for the throat.
Take the cock out of your mouth and speak clearly, young man. Just mumble, speak clearly. Let me hear what the you're saying. The dumbed down culture is mass marketed, played over and over and over and.
And it's facts. Go on YouTube, my people, and watch the dumbing down of America. It's sad, yo. And it made me have flashbacks to the back in them days. Well, I remember how I was at elementary school, and then I got to junior high school. I went to Roberto Clemente IS 185, which is School of Performing Arts in middle school. And you know what I'm saying, outside of the Performing Arts School for Fame, the show Fame and the movie Fame. And yeah, that's when they started having social workers in school. They started having psychiatrists in school. They had niggas like me taking Thorazine. They use on psychotic niggas and serial killers. Facts, yo. They don't want niggas to think. They don't want you to have any analytical skills. They don't want you critical thinking and none of that. They want you to do as they say, and you just do it. And the Rockefellers was a part of that too. I'm checking it out. I'm telling you, check out Dumbing Down America. I'm telling you, you'll open your eyes to a lot of stuff you see going on. Be like, damn, that's crazy.
Over and over and over again. It's not a record. You could put it, he got some endorsements, he made some money. Put that record on in 10 years and see where it stands. Just shut the fuck up and get out of music. Get the fuck out of music, you bitch. You don't know music. How about that? No, the history of music, when you was a great horn player, you studied the horn players. You went to the spot and you checked out the great horn players in your neighborhood. When you was Sam Cooke trying to be a singer, you was in the church singing with the great singers. You was watching the great performers.
And that's facts. And he just made me remember like Kendrick Lamar did that. You know what I'm saying? He really did study rap for a living. Unlike Drake went to the DR battles to get niggas to write for him. That's what that was really about. Y'all want to keep it 100. Where my cousin King Looney got? Where you at, baby? Holla at me. Yeah, that's what Kendrick did. He said he studied the rappers. He studied KRS One. He studied Big Daddy Kane and all them niggas. Yo, fact. The legend, the great Rakim, all of them.
And then.
My bad. Even I did that coming up. But the rappers that was like older than me, that. You know what I mean?
And then when you went to hip hop, the people who started hip hop, they like Barry White. They like disco. They studied music. They loved the craft. Music is a craft. So now what happens is you can just be a celebrity and not be skilled at your craft. And I don't care about music culture. Then don't do it.
And it's crazy because everything is like that. Even with like Kim Kardashian and them niggas is famous for what? You got niggas that's famous in Chicago drill, Bronx drill, all that for what? Them niggas ain't doing hip hop. They not movie stars. They none of that. It's like what they famous for, but they making money off it. It's so stupid how niggas is moving.
Or take a paycheck, but a dude that don't pay attention to culture, you're just a Kim Kardashian talentless part of music. You're just a celebrity. You're not actually a person that cares about the craft, and you're bringing the.
That's crazy that he said it right after me.
Craft down because the mainstream media will promote celebrity buffoons because they don't care about the culture.
Whether it's Big Daddy Kane explaining how today's rappers are scared of verbal competition, or Raekwon calling out the fake hip-hop being sold to fans, these legends have made it clear that the culture deserves better than what it's getting right now. Which moment hit the hardest for you? Let us know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to check out these other ones popping up on the screen. Help us out by liking, sharing, commenting, and hyping. And if you're new to the channel, smash that subscribe button for more content like this every week. Thanks for hanging out with us, and as always, we'll see you in the next one.
All right, before I go, you know what I'm saying, I'm going to let y'all see this Jorjiana girl I'm talking about, and it sounds like she's dissing this girl named Zakiya Metafied, who I think is dope, very dope, and black artist in that, you know what I mean? And this is Jorjiana. She don't say the word nigga in this song, but she do use the word loosely, like she comfortable doing that. Know what I'm saying? Like I said, I don't care about niggas rapping, but you disrespect the culture and the people, that's another thing for me, you know what I'm saying? So let's get into it so I can get up out of here.
Damn. Wow. I made 6 figures in a day. On God, I love rapping. She go both ways and want me to play along. It's not happening. I paved the way from the dirt. I'm from the dub. Say 219 to stamp it. No, this not a diss, but fuck you, bitch. If you think you fuck with me, I got 2 Cartiers and they both 2 tones. I got them on 1 wrist. I ain't got no time to talk. That's why I got clocks. Only for money it ticks. We not the same at all. I get to the money. You sit on the couch like a bitch. I'm talking about some money and not no lights when I say I got an itch. FIFA phone, I stop around big ass shoes. You see BB on my kicks. I ride around with your hoe, but you wouldn't know because I got them dark ass tips, bitch.
Hey, yo, and they want to make that the face of hip hop, a black culture, music genre. Y'all making hard the face of hip hop in Indiana, really? Let's see how this will work. Let's see. First of all, Indiana is known for racism. I can't even get niggas to come visit me, or if I live in Indiana, I can't get niggas to come see me if I'm in Indiana, because that's the first thing they say: the KKK, racism, things like that. Even though it's not fully like that everywhere, to be honest, they did have some downtown, but for the most part, to me, Indiana is cool and copacetic. You know what I'm saying? Lived in Indiana for 24 years, from Fort Wayne to even in Nap. You know what I'm saying? Nap got a lot of dope artists. You know what I'm saying? P.D. Clark, Paris Ladame, let's see who else. Kitty Red. You know, they got Mark Battles. They got Freddie Gibbs. There's a couple of people. Another one called Still Counting. I can keep going on. You know, I don't know these people personally. You got better verify who I think that she's trying to diss. I'm not sure. But to me, that's crazy. You're going to take a white woman and make her the face of a black culture. Can you say colonization? Huh? Can you say culture vulture? And it's crazy because it's black people that's up there co-signing her too on some cooning. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy to me because they'll be like, oh, the black artists, what are they doing? Oh, crabs in the barrel, this and that other. Nigga, everything you saying is contradiction and hypocritical because, nigga, that's what you're doing when you say this you saying, my nigga. Crabs in the barrel. Really? Niggas cooning. It's sad, yo. Like I said, I don't care about what color you are rapping. Just don't disrespect the foundation of the culture that you stealing from, you leeching from. You trying to rap off beat like Detroit niggas, yo. Love me some Detroit hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Y'all trying to rhyme like them. Represent Michigan City. I got family in Michigan City. You know what I'm saying? My niece Anna lives in Michigan City. You know what I'm saying? But is that y'all, this is crazy. How you making her the face of hip hop for black culture? You know what I'm saying? And then y'all talking about Nap and the whole Indiana. Hey, yo, this how I work, right? In hip hop. I'm from hip hop, pioneers in hip hop. I grew up around, been in hip hop for over 30 something years. You know what I'm saying? Actually, I'm older than hip hop. But for real though, each city, each region have their own representation, racks. Like just like no different from Cali, the north side of Cali, the northern Cali, southern Cali, New York, the five boroughs, upstate, got Giselle Denham, Baltimore, you know what I'm saying, got they people, Washington, D.C., Indiana should be no different. Fort Wayne should have their reps, you know what I'm saying, Indiana, Michigan City, Hammond, East Chicago, Gary, Elkhart, you know what I'm saying, South Bend, you know what I'm saying, enough respect, should have their own people. This white girl should not be the face of Indiana hip hop, which is black music. First of all, she trash when it comes to rapping. She basic. I won't diss her straight up say she trash because I'm a lyricist, but she basic and she overly confident, arrogant, and got basic bars. That song she got with that Gorillas featured on, Gorilla was hot on that song. If you want to take it to the hip hop as a sport thing, she Gorilla killed her on her own song. Facts. NBA YoungBoy killed her on her own song. Even 1900 Rugrat from Florida, where my people from, was they. I mean, they wasn't battling her, but when it come to lyrics, he was better than her. Or like, that's it's whack. And y'all up there co-signing that like it's cool, and it ain't. Get your money. Like I say something about her in my song 53 and counting. No diss. I gave her wisdom. And I said, dude, when you know better, you do better, and you make bigger moves. You know what I'm saying? The money ain't the guidance. It's just a trap that niggas use. You know what I'm saying? On top of that, when you start to lose, that's when all them niggas start leaving you. For real. Listen to the song 53 and counting. Saying that song I made inspiration by the Knicks. You know what I'm saying? The Knickerbockers, which I am one of the Knickerbockers. Niggas can't come from me. I grew up in hip hop around the pioneers. So any nigga in hip hop outside of New York, I'm like, nigga, I was there. I'm saying I respect everybody. They hustle, but don't disrespect the house of hip hop. Don't disrespect the people of hip hop. Don't disrespect the culture of hip hop when you eating off a niggas' plates, yo. You know what I'm saying? It's no different from niggas not liking black people and all that, but they was they was breastfeeding yo babies with our mama titties. While the mama's baby, the black baby was starving to make sure your baby's getting fed first. That's how I come across, yo. I'm not feeling none of that, yo. Do what you do, shorty, but don't disrespect hip hop or the people that you stealing from. The style you flow is from Detroit, black people music. Then you trying to call people broke hoes, and then you got Sambo niggas. Oh, this nigga. That just tell me you don't have no respect for yourself and your own culture, nigga. Straight facts. And then y'all comfortable with her using the word nigga. Eminem don't even do that. He way nicer than her. He way more apex predator when it comes to hip hop than she is. If you want to take it to that levels, like put him on levels, he don't even do that. Post Malone either. Sad, man. Sad day when black people just allowing like this to happen. You got Freddie Gibbs, you got Mark Battles, you got Supernatural, you got all these people that's black doing dope stuff. Like I said, PD Glock, I don't know none of these people, but I seen their videos. I know what they're capable of doing musically and all that. Like, come on, man, don't disrespect these people and our culture, yo. And I have a right to feel some way. I'm from hip hop. Master doing Death Committee with Master P got. I mean, he say, nah. That's my people he got that from. Funkbox Party, 1982, nigga. But before there was a Master P and the Low Limit Soldiers and all that. Come on, man. I know Busy B and Shy Rock and Pepperly Poo to the Pooh, y'all. All the great niggas, yo. You know what I'm saying? NOG and the Bulldogs. Awesome too. You know what I'm saying? DJ Mike Smooth from digging in the crates and all that. Man, let me tell you. Real. Y'all want to be on? Don't be so thirsty and clout chasing that y'all just accept anything that represents y'all. Think about it. When we have a ball team, basketball team, whatever team like that, you want them niggas to represent you the right way. With their head held high. How you gonna have Jorjiana represent hip hop for Indiana and she's basic? And all these other niggas from Detroit and from Michigan and Florida, New York, Jersey, Maryland, got fly dope rappers. And she gonna be y'all rep? Let's see how that looks. Let's see. First of all, she white in a black culture and genre of music. And then she's not even top tier. And y'all proud of that just to get on? I seen everything now. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I don't care about her doing music. Don't be a guest in somebody else's house and disrespect or feel like you're fucking entitled to do whatever. That's the shit Drake on. Y'all niggas look past the fact that he got ghostwriters and think it's okay for this nigga to get all he act like, I hear the greatest of our time, the 21st century nigga with everybody else fucking lyrics, nigga. Most every hit that Drake got is written by somebody else. If you listen to Iceman and all them other albums, he just made them 3 trashy ass albums. You can tell he wrote that. Man, she's on the big bang. That's just garbage. Dr. Seuss rhyme better than that. I love hip hop, yo. Been in it all my life. Been in it all my life. But I can't sit here and listen to this trash niggas doing. And even the ones that's not white or anything, you don't really have to be white to be a culture vulture in hip hop. You could be black too. Because a lot of niggas doing that too. From drill music to other type of music. And they only doing it for the money. It ain't love of the art. None of these niggas doing it for the love of the art. They doing it for clout or look at me. Ask them about hip hop. Ask Jorjiana about hip hop. The history of hip hop. See how much she can tell you. All y'all niggas, yo. But I'm out. Love each other like it's your last day. Love for real. Not all that with your mouth. Do it through your action and deeds, like God said, nigga. And I'm out. Till next time. And all y'all niggas rapping outside of non-black and y'all non-black, I'm gonna say one last time, let me reiterate. Respect other niggas' houses. You don't walk in about another person's house or culture and put your feet up on a coffee table or come in with muddy shoes on out the rain onto their clean carpet. You leave your shoes at the front door. Feel me? Peace.